Okay, hello everyone, welcome. We will be starting very shortly. Today it's a session in English only, so please sign up. Please welcome everyone else. Let's be patient. We will be starting momentarily. Let's welcome other friends who want to join us from different parts of the world. Uh, Hello everyone. We are streaming live from different platforms, including YouTube and Facebook Live. Please join us today for this very interesting discussion on Express Entry. We will be starting very shortly. Thanks for coming. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. In the meantime, tell us where you're coming from, who you are, whether you have applied for Express Entry. I want to know more about you. We will have our Q&A session at the end. At the end of this, my brief presentation, I will be answering your questions. And this session, please note, this session is only in English, so I kindly request you ask your questions in English. Okay? So I have several participants already. Tell us where you're coming from, where you're joining from, and if you have any feedback, any comments, if you like this kind of videos that we do on a weekly basis. Okay, from Tashkent, from Uzbekistan. Okay, I hope you can hear me and see me well. It's a live broadcasting and things can get a bit wonky in terms of connection. So if we get disconnected, please come back to this same link, whether you're joining on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, today's topic, I think we can kickstart slowly. Today's topic is top 5 mistakes in Express Entry. I hope you know more about Express Entry now. It's it's a it's a very popular program for permanent residents to obtain permanent residence in Canada, and it's been around for many years now, and it has successfully helped Canadian government to select the most suitable, the brightest, and the smartest candidates to come to Canada as a permanent resident. So it will be today's session is about Express Entry, that program, and only I will highlight top 5 mistakes. Okay, so uh, people are joining. Thank you very much. And you can send us your question, send me your question in advance. So we will have Q&A session today for sure, and this will be in English only. Okay. Let me start in the next. Hello, everyone. Let me greet you officially. This is Rahmat Sobirov, CEO of Immigration Shop and practicing lawyer at Sobirov's law firm. And I will be speaking with you today about Express Entry. So in the next few minutes, I will explain top 5 mistakes about Express Entry people do on Express Entry applications and how to avoid them. And then after that, I will make sure that I answer your questions too as much as I can. Okay, welcome to this live session of Immigration Shop. Immigration Shop is a platform where you can learn from the experts in immigration to Canada at a fraction of cost, and you can make sure you apply you apply for a permanent residence or temporary residence program in Canada with confidence. All right. Um, Express Entry. Brief introduction. Express Entry is a permanent residence program, as a result of which you and your immediate family can become permanent residents in Canada. Permanent residency in Canada is given for 5 years. You can work, you can study, you can benefit from all the good things that Canada offers to you, but you cannot participate in federal or provincial elections. That's the one of the major differences between a citizen and permanent residence holders. So express entry, as the word suggests, is a fast program. Those who apply under express entry in an ideal world, in an ideal situation, if they submit mistake-free applications, their applications is usually finalized within 6 to 8 months. That's a governmental statistics and government's undertaking, a promise that if you do everything right, your express entry profile will be completed in within 6 to 8 months, depending on your how fast you submit the program required documents. Uh, and 80%, according to statistics, 80% of applicants, they indeed complete their express entry process within 6 to 8 months. Okay, so as a result of your successful application, you will get a permanent residence. However, on your passport, you will get an immigrant visa. You and your spouse and your dependent children will come to Canada within within that expiry period of immigrant visa and become landed immigrants, landed permanent residents. Okay, that's the roughly the explanation. Express entry has two stages. One is creating in a correct way, creating your profile and submitting your information to the government website. There is a special website for that. And entering the candidates pool, where you have certain scores that they are called CRS scores. And based on your scores, every 2 weeks or so, Canadian government selects candidates from that pool and gives you what we call ITA, invitation to apply for permanent residence. That starts the second stage of express entry, where you submit real documents, like hard copy documents, and upload the real documents. So, and you submit your medical and criminal police certificate and so on, criminal record certificates, depending on the country of your origin. So, two stages: profile creation and entering the pool of candidates, and after you being selected from the pool, then submitting the rest of the required documents and proving what you said in the first stage. Okay, that's the two-stage process. Before we delve into the top 5 mistakes that we see in express entry, I would like to introduce myself for those who don't know me, and for those who are wondering who is this guy teaching us express entry. So I'm a practicing lawyer. My name is Rahmat Sobirov. I'm a practicing lawyer in Canada. I've been practicing law for almost 8-9 years now. Yeah, almost 8-9 years in Toronto. I manage a boutique business immigration law firm called Sobirov's Law Firm, which I co-founded. And we help foreign business owners, entrepreneurs, and investors to move their businesses to Canada with and their families to Canada. At the same time, I co-founded immigrationshop.ca platform, a platform where you can get potential immigrants can get the knowledge of experienced immigration lawyers without where we don't charge, without being charged traditional lawyers' fees. So there's a new way of providing you the help you need. I have been an immigrant myself. I moved to Canada almost 15 years ago, and I've been through what you are going through right now as potential immigrants. So I know how to help potential immigrants. Okay. Um, Now, why express entry? Back to express entry. Why express entry is important and why mistakes are important to know. First, I highlighted 4 points here. First, express entry is very, very competitive. Okay, there's a tough competition because the world wants to come to Canada. There are very qualified people in the candidates pool, and all candidates are good. One way or another, they have excelled in their lives, in their professional career or personal lives. They want to come to Canada. You, as a candidate, you will be competing with those good candidates. Okay, the competition is tough. That's why the second reason why mistakes are important is that the process is unforgiving. It's very technical, Tiny mistakes can ruin your application and potentially your future in Canada. So, unforgiving process. Express Entry is built to select the best. Mistakes are not forgiven. Even inadvertent, very innocent mistakes are not forgiven. So, if you miss your turn, you go back and start all over again, and the chances go bad basically, because the points that you have now may be different than the points that you will have in 2 or 3 months from now. Maybe your birthday will come in 1 week, and you get older and your points decrease, and so on. Invitation to apply ITAs are very precious. Once you get your ITA, it's very advisable, it's very encouraged not to lose your chance. Go with the ITA and proceed. Of course, there are very strong candidates that they can decline their ITAs and then do it again in a couple of months. They still can get qualified, but not all of them are in that situation. They don't have the luxury to lose that ITA. They are very precious. Invitation to apply, the ITAs are very precious. If you miss your first chance, you may miss the boat. Basically, if you the things are processed faster, there are thousands of applicants to select from. Canadian government authority, Canadian immigration authorities, they don't really look at your tears and sorrow and mistakes. They just say, go do it again, and we will see what we can do. Usually they don't really help. They say, okay, too sad, too bad. And the fourth thing why mistakes are important, dear friends, is your future is at stake. Your future, your family's future in Canada is at stake. Very, very high stakes. As I said, if you miss the boat, you miss the boat. Excuse me. Okay, so that's why we need to know top 5 mistakes. Okay, let's start without further ado. Mistake number 1. Very common mistake that we see in Express Entry is submitting police certificate in black and white, not in color. This is it seems to be, who cares whether it's black and white? The information in the certificate is the most important. No, that's not the case with Express Entry. You have to make sure that your police certificate is a scanned copy of the original certificate, which is in color. So you need to make sure that it's in color, and certified true copies or unauthorized copies won't be accepted. And the black and white copy will result in your application being rejected. That's clearly written in the rules, in the immigration rules that govern Express Entry. So make sure, the best way to avoid this mistake is make sure that you scan it in high quality, in good quality, in color, okay? And we see it all the time. Very professional, very educated people make this mistake. They think it's not important. No, it is important. They did hundreds of hours of self-study on how to submit Express Entry, but these tiny mistakes can ruin your whole Express Entry immigration prospects. Okay. Mistake number 2, submitting that police certificate that is issued more than 6 months or like 7 months prior to your application date. The rules for Express Entry say that date of the certificate, the date of issue, for the country where you are currently living, the police certificate must be issued no more than 6 months before the date you submit your application and must not expire. So you need to look at 2 things to avoid this mistake. 1, does your police certificate expire? The country where you live may have some expiration dates, okay? Second, is it 6 months or older? Because as I said, the Express Entry is a process. You entered the candidates pool, you probably prepared all your police certificates, ready to submit once you get ITAs from the government, but you see that your police certificate has expired, or it's more than 6 months old. So make sure that it's not like that. Otherwise, your chances will be compromised. And mistake number 3, which see very often, is by accident, because the applicants, they do it on their own. They don't, they do multitasking, tons of documents and different priorities. Different websites are open on your computer, and by accident, which is very innocent mistake, you decline the ITA that you obtained from the government. There will be two options in the express entry profile: either to continue or to decline. You may, believe it or not, people accidentally click on decline. Okay, decline the application, and once you decline, the system, basically accepts it, and then you lose your chance. And don't do that. Make sure you're doing one task only. You do it right, concentrate, and pay attention to what you're doing. Don't do simultaneous tasks on your computer while you are in the express entry profile. There might be a situation where you strategically decline your invitation. There are people, there are strong candidates that decline this time, but in 2 weeks they get selected again, they get their ITA again. So if that's not the case, so you have to pay attention. Don't accidentally decline your ITA. And government of Canada doesn't really look at whether you did it by mistake or intentionally. Okay, they just accept what it is. It's the process built like that. Mistake number 4: not checking off the self-employed work section. If you are a business owner in Canada or a self-employed in Canada, check off that self-employed work section in the profile, in your express entry profile. Otherwise, you may be categorized by the system as the Canadian experience class, and your self-employment in Canada will not help you with Canadian experience class. You will be found ineligible. So it doesn't work like that. So if you are self-employed in Canada and you need to select that. We've seen that many times in the express entry, people not clicking that, not checking that box off. And under express entry, there is a Canadian experience class, and they are processed as if a Canadian experience class, which then they get rejected because self-employment is not considered eligible for CEC class. Okay, that's very important. You need to make sure that you check it off. Mistake number 5: not paying attention to the lead statement of the knock code. As you know, the professions, the jobs are classified according to the knock code. And for some occupations, there's a thin line between skill level B, which is eligible for express entry, and skill level C, which is not eligible for express entry, for federal skilled worker. So you have to make sure that your employment confirmation letter that you use for express entry accurately confirms the knock codes chosen. The letter must clearly cover the lead statement of that knock profession, knock code profession, okay? The regulations clearly indicate that a foreign national is only a skilled worker if he or she can show 1 year of full-time employment where he performed the actions in the lead statement, that's what the rule says, of the knock, and the substantial number of the main duties that come under the knock's lead statement. I will give you an example. There was a case in federal court that I'm giving this example why the knock codes and the lead statements are important. There was a case in the court called Kumar versus Canada in 2019. The applicant was a cook in skill level B, and the lead statement for the occupation of cook, which is to the knock code 6322, reads the following: cooks prepare and cook a wide variety of foods. Okay, a wide variety of foods. As compared to skill level C, another code which says food prepare, knock code 6711, it says prepare, heat, and finish cooking simple food items. So knock code B and knock code C, they say different things, right? So in the decision, of course, the Mr. Kumar was rejected. as in the express entry because he didn't follow the lead statement of his knock code. In that decision of the federal court, the court found that immigration officer noted the main duty differentiating a cook from a food prepare. There's a cook in knock skill level B and food prepare in skill level C. There's a difference. Complete in that the statement says complete meals and a wide variety of foods. The court found, in federal court found that it was reasonable for the immigration officer to conclude that the applicant does not prepare a wide variety of food because the applicant only prepares a limited variety of food of simple foods such as pizzas, chicken wings, lasagna, salads, and breads, which are served at the food counter. So you need to make sure that your lead statement of your knock code really in your employment confirmation letter, that really is reflected in your letter. Otherwise, there's a chance that you will be categorized as skill level C, which makes you ineligible. You will not be considered skilled worker for express entry. So that's very, very important, and there's a thin line. You have to make sure that you capture that in your letter and documents. That's mistake number 5. So dear friends, we have highlighted 5 mistakes. These are a few of top mistakes. There are many other mistakes that you do when you do express entry on your own and you compromise your chances, you lose your chance to come to Canada. So that's why it's very important to know these mistakes and avoid them as much as you can if you're doing it on your own. Okay. Key takeaways. The main conclusion of my presentation today is you have worked very hard to apply for express entry. That's taken. Many people do self-application. They research the forums. They read thousands of different stories about how to apply for express entry from unlicensed, maybe unprofessionals. They are not there, or self-made professionals who are telling their stories on YouTube or somewhere else. So you worked very hard. It's very important that you did a great job and you applied for it. Mistakes, you shouldn't forget that mistakes ruin your chances in express entry. Not all the stories apply to you. Not all formula or success is a reflection of your success. Okay, you have to be very careful. So you shouldn't compromise your success of your efforts to come to Canada and bring your family to Canada, and always have a layer of confidence. Get a professional look at your application. For that purpose, who can help you? And now I will be introducing Immigration Shop. Immigration Shop, as I said, is a platform where we immigration experts share our knowledge in a new way. And this is our team. They're senior immigration lawyer, immigration lawyers, immigration caseworkers. They've been doing this every single day for the last several years. Okay, they've seen all the possible scenarios in immigration and specifically express entry. So these professionals are ready to help you. And today, for a limited time, we are offering 100 early birds these express entry service packages. We have designed it just to help you and give you just the right amount of help that you need. You can do certain application on your own, but if you're not confident and you are not sure, I suggest you go to immigrationshop.ca website and look at these packages. These are the packaged services. You choose the right legal help that you need. No uncertainty, fixed fees, and very transparent. And we are offering it just for 100 early birds only, and you have the total control and of what you need, what kind of help you need, because we have seen many people. They say, I did my application on my own, but I need a little bit of advice. I have this question, that question. How can you help me? So yes, this is what we offer. You choose the amount of help you need, and our team will be happy to help. And this is, as I said, this is a very time limited offer. And why you should act now? Because let me repeat, stakes are high, mistakes are not forgiven in express entry. As immigrants ourselves, we did this, all our team members are immigrants. We have been there where you are right now. Plus, as immigration expert, we will be on your side. We will have a conscious and sober look at your applications and give you the best advice possible in your circumstances. You can save time and get peace of mind. Many people do applications on their own. They always have that fear. Will it work? Will it not work? So to save your hundreds, if not thousands of hours of research and to give you that peace of mind, you need to rely on professionals. Express entry is very technical, as I said, and can get very complex depending on your situation. There are straightforward applications. If your application is confident, by all means, do it on your own. But if you have some doubt, some how to say, you don't have full confidence in your application, I think you should get a professional advice and help. Sometime save your time and submit your application with full confidence. And as I mentioned, when you are in doubt and you may be compromising your chances to come to Canada, add that additional layer of confidence by and don't compromise your future. It's not worth of doing it on your own if you're not confident. If you're confident, as I said, by all means you can do it on your own. But if you're not confident, get a professional set of eyes on your application, on your documents, and then submit it. Okay, because as I mentioned, stakes are high. Through immigration shop service packages, you can get the best of all worlds. You can get a professional help, but not on a very high fee, not a traditional lawyer's fee. You can get control of your costs, and you can submit your application with confidence. So we created these packages just to serve you, to protect your best interest in the application. Okay, so go to immigrationshop.ca and see our offers there. It's as I said, it's time limited. We will only give these service packages at that rate, flat rate, for 100 first applicants who contact us. And if you have any questions, contact us at hello@immigrationshop.ca. I will be happy to answer your questions, and my team will get back to you very soon. If you have now questions regarding express entry, I will be happy to respond. Thank you very much for your attention and hope to see you in Canada very soon. So time for questions, and let's get started with your questions. Okay, now there's a first question. When will you meet Canada teacher? This question from Facebook user, when will you meet Canada teacher? I don't know how to answer that question. Can you please clarify? Another Facebook user is asking, can you tell me please why I can't use my academic IELTS certificate for express entry? Because that's the rule, that's the law. IELTS general test can be accepted. IELTS academic test will not be accepted. That's as simple as that. So you have to use IELTS general test results for your express entry. Okay. Global talent stream. Somebody is asking about global talent stream. I think I can bring that up to the screen. No, global talent stream is a program to attract the best talents from around the world, especially in the field of IT, high paying positions or very specialized IT professionals. To hire, there's a list of global talent stream approved occupation list where Canadian employers don't have to obtain LMIA to bring representatives of that profession. If you are one of those and you're interested, you can Google and find more, and use only government website to find more information about global talent stream. Okay. Let me see if I have any other questions on the other platforms. I don't see any other questions. I hope this was useful for you, those who are participating in our meeting today. Thank you very much for your participation. We delved into top 5 mistakes in Express Entry. We highlighted those mistakes. If you missed the beginning of this session, go back to the video. It will be on our social media channels and posted on YouTube too. So thank you very much. And I will check if I have new questions. Okay. Here's a question. If I'm not selected for Express Entry after 15 days, should I apply again? No. If you have your CRS score and your score is not enough to be selected this time, or this selection was not about your category, then you have to wait. If you believe your CRS score is enough, just wait. You will be your profile will be active for 1 year from the time you created your profile, and then within that year, if scores go down, if you believe that your scores are realistic, then you should just wait. Sometimes they do certain categories. Last time, for example, they only selected Canadian experience class candidates. 27,000 of those candidates were selected, and they received ITAs, invitation to apply. If you haven't been selected this time, then you gotta wait next rounds of selection. Okay. I think that's it. If you have, I will wait for about 30 seconds if I have any questions. If not, then I'll say goodbye. We will see you next time. Thank you for your participation, and I hope it was useful. If it was, then share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channels. Share this video with your friends so that they can benefit from that too. Okay? So let me wait for some more questions. All right. For those who just joined, our topic was top 5 mistakes in Express Entry. And if you have any questions, let me know. If not, then let me run quick advertisement, and then I will be back to see if I have additional questions. Okay?
Applying for a Canadian visa or permanent residence is hard. Trying to figure out what documents to collect, where to send, and how to get your visa approved. Phew! And let's be honest, licensed professionals charge a lot for their help. Now with Immigration Shop, submitting your visa application is easy. Immigration Shop is a do-it-with-a-lawyer platform created by Canadian immigration lawyers to help applicants like you prepare your visa applications with confidence. And best of all, you don't need to spend tons of money. Our fun and easy video lessons are designed to walk you through the process step by step and give you professional templates so you don't have to guess anymore if you're doing things right. You will also have experienced immigration specialists on your side during the whole process, ready to answer your questions and even review your documents. We guarantee that with Immigration Shop, your chances of approval will be significantly higher than if you relied on the information from the internet or an unlicensed agency. Visit www.immigrationshop.ca today and learn how to submit your application the smarter way.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Rahmat Sobirov, CEO of Immigration Shop and practicing lawyer at Sobirov's law firm in Toronto. I will get back to your questions. Please feel free to ask any questions related to Canadian immigration or Express Entry. The topic that we discussed today was top 5 mistakes in Express Entry applications. Okay. Some people are asking me about other person. I don't have information about that person. If he is a licensed lawyer or immigration consultant, I don't know. People are asking about him. I met him many years ago. I don't know what he's doing right now. I think he doesn't live in Ontario. He lives in Alberta or somewhere. Okay, you can Google and find more information about that person. He's going to open a consulting center in Tashkent. And I hope he will be providing licensed professional advice. And maybe, you know, maybe he's working with some licensed lawyers or immigration consultants. I don't really know. So you need to ask him. Okay. Right. Do you have any other relevant questions, listeners? If you don't have any relevant questions, I will be saying goodbye. Thank you for your participation. Have a great day. Stay safe. See you next time. Visit immigrationshop.ca for more information, and you will find very useful information there. And look at our service packages which we offer. That's your best investment into your future in Canada. Trust me, that I can bet money on that. Okay,